I'm very mellow today. I don't know why. Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for being here for today's February Plan With Me video. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your year and I hope that your first month went well. If it was anything like mine, it was probably a little bit more stressful than normal, but that just kind of comes with the territory of new classes and a new year bringing lots of new opportunities, which is awesome. But on the other hand, that makes it even more important to be able to step back and take a moment and give yourself a break. Bullet journaling is something I definitely use as a way to relax. I get to draw and create things, and that is something that is personally very therapeutic for me. And even though trying to get videos posted with such a crazy schedule can sometimes be stressful, it's one of the most rewarding things that I get to do, and at the end of the day I really do love doing it. So I hope you all enjoy this video and I hope that it can be a small break for you as well if you've been having a little bit more of a busier month than you're used to. So following along with the trend that a lot of my videos have been recently, I want to talk a little bit about self-care. This is a topic that a lot of people are talking about right now, and I think it is really important because I do feel like a lot of us put an enormous amount of pressure on ourselves to be a certain type of person and act a certain type of way in order to get the things done that we need to do. But it's so important to be able to turn off the voices in your head that are telling you who you're supposed to be and just be able to exist. I want to get a little bit deeper with you guys today and just talk about things that have been on my mind because I've been doing a lot of this in my videos recently, and I feel like it's so much more meaningful to be able to tell you guys and share with you personal experiences that I'm having, and in the hopes that it can help some of you if anyone is dealing with stress or if you're feeling in similar ways to what I've been feeling. My year truly is off to a very wonderful start, and I'm so grateful for all of the opportunities that I've been given this year. I have been able to branch out of my comfort zone a little bit more than I'm used to, which is a challenge that I've really set for myself this year. It's sort of a broad thing to say that, you know, I want to go out of my comfort zone, but when I say that, I really do internalize it and I think about it a lot during the day, and I've just been making a conscious effort that when I feel myself being put in a position where I might usually shy away from something because it scares me a little bit, I challenge myself not to do that. And I've realized that I'm capable of a lot more than I once thought, and being able to go to sleep at night knowing that I didn't leave anything on the table. I am not a perfect person and I can tend to be sort of timid in certain situations, and that's something I've never really loved about myself, and I've always wished that I was a more outgoing person, and I've always thought of that part of myself as a flaw that I have to overcome and that I have to prove myself in some sort of a way. But I don't necessarily think that feeling that way about myself is benefiting me in any way. So instead of getting down on myself for being the way that I am, I'm trying to take small steps in the direction of just simply nudging myself to be that more outgoing person that I always want to be, and just being open to life and to new opportunities and trying new things and trying to change my default setting in my brain. You know, things that are scary are negative to things that are scary can be really, really awesome. This is not an easy thing to do, and I definitely have days where I do better than others, but I know in my heart when I go to sleep at night that I feel so much better on the days where I was able to challenge myself and do something that maybe a year ago I never would have thought that I could do. But getting back to the topic of self-care, and I say self-care as a very broad term, but specifically what has been on my mind for the last few days is the voice inside of your head. The things that you tell yourself without even realizing it, kind of the unconscious state of mind that you have and the way you think about things that you don't necessarily think about and you might not realize you're doing it. I've been reading this wonderful book. It's called Your True Home. Really at the core, it's about being present with yourself and being mindful and kind of training your brain to think in a way that is positive. life. And I wanted to share a quote with you guys that really connected with me today. Each page is kind of written as its own chapter in this book. So at the top of each page, they have a number and then a title that kind of gives light to what the passage is about. Page 25 is called Selective Watering. Through the practice of deep looking, we can identify the positive seeds that we want to water every day and train ourselves not to water the negative ones. This is called selective watering. And I just want to share this with you guys because I love to share things that make me happy or give me a new perspective, because that's like one of the most wonderful parts about discovering something is getting to share it with someone. I do believe that we have the opportunity to choose the thoughts that we think every single day, and that sounds really silly, but when I look at challenges or things that I face that scare me, I have the opportunity to look at those things differently, and it can really have a strong effect on my mood and my outlook and even how my day is going to go. It's just kind of like when you wake up, if you think you're going to have a terrible day, you're pretty much insured to be right. But the same can be true in the opposite direction, and I think that that's something important to consider. If you're kind of sitting in the middle of your life and looking around and thinking, I don't understand why I'm not happier, you look around and you see so many reasons that you should be happy, and you see that you've been given so much, and you can have gratitude, but you don't understand why you're still not feeling super positive or why you still find yourself in a negative mood. I think challenging ourselves to change our default setting. For example, I have this presentation, been kind of nervous about giving, and it's something that is a little bit outside my comfort zone because I'm not always super strong when I speak in front of people. I don't have a lot of practice doing it. I tend to psych myself out, even though the worst that could happen is that maybe the people won't enjoy what I have to say. But I build up all of these reasons that it's not going to go well, and I have in my mind that it should be stressing me out when I have the opportunity to think about it from a completely different perspective. And so as I go into the preparation, really trying to be conscious, telling myself that I'm excited to be doing this and not that I'm nervous, because caring for yourself is having the mental awareness and giving yourself the opportunity to think of situations in a positive light, even though you might be able to see it more easily in the opposite way. It can be a lot more difficult to choose to see things in a positive light than it is to see the ways that it could go wrong. But I think it is worth it to give yourself the opportunity to be excited by the things that scare you. It's starting to get dark, so I should probably wrap this up. Anyways, I know that was kind of off topic and didn't really have anything to do with bullet journaling, but I hope you enjoyed getting to watch me do this month's setup. As always, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I will see you again very soon in another video. Bye!